All right, welcome everyone. It is day number 6 of the 90-day guide for success. It's October the 6th. Not quite our 6th call here, but exciting to welcome you all back. Hope that you're looking forward to today, and it is midweek. It is Wednesday, so extra double bonus points for being here. Tiff is online. We've got Samina, Cheryl, Marty. I love this. And just a reminder, we are really leaning into day 6 of the guide. So many of you have the guide. Show of hands if you've got the guide, wave it around if you've received it. I know Cheryl's received it. There we go. And today we're actually going to do day 4 of our sprint. So I'm going to just step away for a minute, grab my copy, because we are going to be leaning in. So just a quick notation on notation, not to overcomplicate, but given that we're not meeting on weekends, my hope is that people are continuing with the weekend prompts. So we're officially in day 6 of the sprint or the guide, but officially day 4 of our calls. So I'm going to be doing a new system with the first letter or the first number is the day of our sprint. And the second number is the day of the guide, just so that you can follow along. So today is like 4.6, right? We're really looking at day 4 of our sprint cycle, but you're hopefully working through day 6 of the guide. So part of how we keep in fresh, if you haven't downloaded the calendar invitation, once again, bit.ly/list 90-day guide. And this number is increasing, which to me means many of you are watching on demand. And I hope that you're enjoying this. So do give yourself gold stars as you go along, because it really is something that you can be tracking. And as we move to Friday's session, I will be asking you to do a bit of a weekly review in terms of what you have learned. And that'll be built into our 21 days. So today's topic for day 4 of the sprint is really who has your back. I love the writing of Keith Ferrazzi, Ferrazzi Greenlight, and he does a lot of work in the realm of relationship management. So my theme for today as we start diving into relationships really is who has your back. Rarely are great results done alone. This is why I'm so passionate about group coaching and team coaching, because it really is when we get that collective energy together that we can create extraordinary results. So with that, we are going to be looking today at doing some real-time work in this first 9 minutes. Now, if you're an employee, you're going to see a map. This is, I call it a relationship map, a relationship circle map. I have different terms for it, but I've used it for many years, helping people unpack who are the key players in your network. Because especially in the virtual, remote, and hybrid world, results happen through people. Conflict happens through people. And that's really the theme of today. So all of you are business owners. And so I'm going to just actually move us on the screen so that those watching who might be working for an organization can jot this down. This, of course, is found in the 90-day guide. Okay, so you can go to day number 6 of the 90-day guide, and you'll see a copy of this on page 57. We're going to actually work on a slight variant, which is this entrepreneurial map that I've just pulled together for today, because our world is a little bit different. And so, of course, we want to sort of tease out who are the main players in our world. So who are our customers? Who are our collaborators and partners? If you have any team members, I'm going to invite you this morning to write out those team members, and they might actually all have their own circle. My guess is you also have some stakeholders. Those could be major partners or people, organizations that you support. And I've left some blanks for some additional people in your network. So I want to give you 3 minutes right now just to create your own circles in terms of who is in your network and who has your back. A lot of us as entrepreneurs and remote workers feel that we may be alone. And this is where it can be really important to note that actually there are probably a lot of people we can be activating and leaning into. So I'm going to start our timer. We'll take 3 minutes this morning just to jot out your own relationship map. And I want to check in with Tiff in Clubhouse. I think clear enough instructions for an audio only. Tiff? There was? You're welcome. All right, so let's take 3 minutes on our timer. Who's in your relationship map?
Mm.
And we're about midstream in this exercise. So one thing that I'm getting you to do, of course, is map out your different relational partners, perhaps, or people in your relationship web. If you've identified everyone, you may then want to note, what is the quality of this relationship? Is it strong? Does it need attention? Or even note the priorities. So we've got about a minute left to just add on another layer around these relationships. All right, that is our time. So for one more layer here, you might want to think about, do you have any of these people in your network? As I write in the 90-day guide, even if they are at a distance, the people and team around you can be as important as the remote worker themselves. You're likely to find yourself surrounded by catalysts, activators, advocates, mentors, stimulators, coaches, neutral sounding boards, those who are there to help push your mandate forward, community builders, community leaders, and educators. So if those people aren't on your list, consider adding them, because we really are quite a wide cross section of the addition of the people in our network each and every day. So my hope is that this today, at least as we go forward, that you are maybe a little bit more cognizant of building relationships. So 4 tips on that: be intentional, think about the win-win, be clear about follow-up. So maybe there are relationships that you've been fostering but haven't reached out to lately. And also take time to learn more about your partners. What are their strengths? What are their passions? What is their style? And what are their aspirations? So interestingly, that is our 9 minutes of content.
Wow.
As I said at the start of this sprint, every day is going to be sort of a 9-minute burst of content, then a 21-minute burst of something. And yesterday, you said that you really enjoyed spending some time in breakout. So today, we're going to do some virtual speed networking rounds. And yesterday, I had you work on a bit of a sort of a fill in the blank. I am a blank who supports blank. Today, I want to give you a chance to meet some others in this room. So we're going to do a series of 2 6-minute virtual co-working sprints. So you're not going to be working, you're going to be meeting others in the room. And in your room, you're going to go across the table and just get curious about who this other person is and what they do. You're going to have a little bit longer to meet some fellow colleagues in the space. And I hope that you're going to find some connection points across the group. So I'm going to set the timer for a little bit longer. You'll have 6 minutes in your time today. Maybe find a connection point, see what areas of your work overlap. And this is always an opportunity to just ask questions, maybe get some insights or resources that are going to help you move your business forward. So who's up to doing a little bit of virtual networking this morning? All right, we got a few thumbs. I hope you'll enjoy this. And I've added an extra minute because it always takes a little bit longer. So I'm going to open the rooms and you will get a chance to meet 1 or 2 other colleagues in the next couple of minutes. Enjoy. Rooms are just opening. And Tiff, I'll stay here with you. We'll see who else is in Clubhouse. All right, enjoy your networking. I'm going to just start my timer. And we are off. Everyone is in the room. We've got a room of 3. We've got a room of 2. You and I are here, Tiff. So tell me, what was the saying or the idea that you came up with yesterday? Remind me. I'm trying to recall if we talked about it. Did we?
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember, but I wanted to say that Honey is in the room with us.
Oh, Honey.
And
oh my gosh.
she is,
that is so good.
Yay.
Yay.
She's not able to right now, but that's okay. Honey, we're glad you're hanging out with us.
That is so exciting.
Be sure to follow Jennifer. She has absolutely fabulous content that has just been amazing for me. So I just wanted to say that. Be sure to follow her. Follow me as well. I see that. Let's see. She says Chief of Awesomeness at Social Collaboratives, a virtual assistant agency for busy business owners who want to outsource all virtual needs with awesome virtual assistants.
And that is my VA. Well, it's awesome because she's my awesome virtual assistant, actually, Tiff. So I'm glad you're here, Honey. Honey is at the end of the day. So Honey's at the end of the day. We're at the start of the day. And Honey, we've got a bunch of people in the main room doing some virtual networking sprints for our Wednesday series. So what I'd love, and I don't know, is there a way for Honey to like input anything, or is it all audio? I can never remember how Clubhouse works.
Yes. Honey, just to let you know, I gave you an invitation to speak if you can. And then you just accept the invitation, then you can come onto the stage with us. And Honey, I just wanted to welcome you to Clubhouse. It seems you are new to this app, and I am excited you're here, and it's really fun. You can listen to all sorts of cool rooms. And I can also help you with your bio, and if you have an Instagram link and all that good stuff. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out in Clubhouse who would just to have you in their lives. So Jennifer, I know that wasn't the focus of our discussion today, but I was just so excited, and I'm Honey, that's great. I'm glad. I hope that I introduced her in that
awesome way.
It's just really fun.
Yeah, well, this is what I had hoped for, right? Like I'd hoped that people would unearth interesting things in the 7 minutes that we have together. We're going to do 2 7-minute rounds, so we get a chance to sort of do a bit of an elongated conversation. One of the things that I think a lot of people are hungry for in the virtual space is like a connection and meeting people and being able to be seen and being able to be heard. So what I loved about you, and Tiff, I think you need to introduce yourself to Honey in terms of like, what are you hoping to create on Clubhouse? What is your interest in this platform? Because I think you're ahead of the curve in this realm, which could be a great assistance to so many entrepreneurs. So do you want to say a little bit about what you're looking to create in your work here?
Oh my gosh, thank you. Hi, my name is Tiff, and I'm a coach. I love supporting mompreneurs in business because moms are awesome. I love that you have awesome in there because, yep, moms are awesome, and they deserve, what's the word for it? There isn't too much help. And Jennifer, I just wanted to say thank you so much for bringing up this, because I did my map about the support, and why is it that we think we're alone? Like we're not, but we just get caught in that thought.
Yeah.
I'm alone, I have to do it all myself. So that just really, again, whew. And virtual assistants are awesome. I can't wait to have one myself. Get more support. So it's really cool that Honey is here. And again, Honey, I'm just reaching out to you and saying that if you want any support on developing your biography in Clubhouse to attract clients and customers and all that good thing, all those good things, please reach out to me because I love helping with that. And yeah.
And yeah.
Yesterday, I'm not sure, but again, I am just, when you said activate and lean in, what did you mean by activate?
So activate, yeah, well, it's an action word, right? It's stronger than like, just do it. It's an activate it. Yeah. And like, I think in relationships, right? To your point, Tiff, we often forget that we are surrounded by people, even if they're not like literally next door, but there are people that we can reach out to and say, hey, listen, I have this upcoming something like what I did with you, right? It's like, hey, Tiff, I'd like to bring this idea to birth. And I know you're really great at Clubhouse. Would you mind, or would you like to, not even would you mind, would you like to partner with me on this? And so again, every great idea starts with a seed. And here we are, the numbers are growing little by little. So 90 days in, let's see where we get to. Woohoo! And I love that. And I'm guessing, we've got about 2 minutes left. And Honey, I'm so excited that you were able to join us. We've got 1 minute and 44 seconds left. I put Honey on my map because she's a great support on a lot of administrative areas. You know me, hopefully people know me, but just a brief intro to me. So I'm a coach, trainer, and also author. I think in this phase of this business, so I'm the founder and CEO of Potentials Realized, which is an award-winning Canadian-based performance improvement company. So we provide award-winning coaching skills training, and we also design customized programming for leaders and teams with a specialization in the virtual, remote, and hybrid world. So this is book number 7 for me, and every book in the last decade that I have released traditionally and through my own publishing house, which is Potentials Realized Media, it has been a real journey, a real amazing journey. So I want to thank people who are joining us live and also on demand, because I'm really watching how the on-demand numbers have been increasing, and that's great. So I'm going to send out, I haven't even sent out an email this week saying, hey, we're meeting. So I think we'll get a little bump again tomorrow. And here's what I'd love to do in our next round, because we're going to mix up the rooms. I'll bring people out in 47 seconds. I want to do some brainstorming, little selfishly, but I'd love some input into what we can earmark as our Thursday and Friday work times. So in this 21 minutes. So Monday we did a planning. Yesterday we did a sort of a branding, I think. Today is a connecting. Friday, I'd love to do a weekly review. And that leaves us Thursday, which could be a team tip or something else. So I'm going to give you 18 seconds, Miss Tiff and Honey, to think about that. We're going to have everyone come out in a room, and then I'm going to mix it up and then send people out, because we'll get one more sprint cycle in, which is sort of fun. All before 8 a.m. Eastern. Oh, so amazing. All right, welcome back. We're having a lot of fun. I'm here on Clubhouse. I hope you had fun too. We're going to do one more round on Clubhouse today. I've got Tiff, and I've also got Honey, who is my VA, who has joined us at night, which is really fun. We're talking about what we're going to plan for tomorrow. So that's a really cool thing. Anything that you want to note before I mix up the rooms? Any comments from those in the main room?
Well, yes? It was fun to talk to everybody.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah,
and fascinating backgrounds.
Good. And I'm going to be recreating the room. So you're going to actually go with some other people right now. And let's see, any other comments? Marty, what was your experience like?
It was fun. It's nice to get to know people.
Yeah, and I think every Wednesday is going to be like a networking Wednesday, right? It's the dip day of the week. And so it'll be an opportunity for you to connect in. with others. So I have hopefully recreated the rooms. Let me just check in. Michelle and Samina, were you together before? Okay, so that is a new combination. So I'm going to open the rooms. You've got another 7 minutes to meet someone else. Enjoy the convo. Have a good one. Please accept your room invite. All righty. So we are back and everyone is off. And yeah, what do you think? Should I do like a team Thursday, which would be good for teams and businesses and teams and entrepreneurs? And I could talk about team tools. What are your thoughts?
I like that. I just wanted to mention that Honey said, thanks, Tiff. Sorry, multitasking with dinner and 7-year-old. So that's why she couldn't talk. And I'm like, I just want to make sure you do it. I'm like, I get it. And she said, yes, open to suggestions because I love helping with, developing the work in Clubhouse. And I love the idea of teams, Jennifer, because I think it goes back to that even if and I kind of feel like, I don't like the term solopreneur. It just, and it's so funny. It's like, okay, why does it bug me? And it's like, maybe it's because you're not alone, but we think we are. And so
yes.
I love that you say teams but I do have the team. There are lots of teams around me and they are ready to help me. And all you have to do is ask. So I think to have team Thursday, I just think that's cool.
Yeah, I think, it's interesting too, because Thursdays are the day at my blog, which historically, so I host the Teams 365 blog, which obviously is about teams. But for the last 7 years since I launched this blog, Thursday has always been a team question or a team building tip. And I think, in my work with organizations, teams are really at a moment of like, either we've got this or we need to focus. And even teams that have got it need a focus. So I think whether we are entrepreneurs or even in an organization, like Thursday is a really significant day of the week. It's not quite Friday, but it is that day that you can still put your foot on the gas pedal and see some additional movement. So we'll make tomorrow teams. Yeah, tomorrow will be teams. And on Friday, I think we're going to do like a weekly review, a weekly pause point, and maybe a bit of a virtual co-working. If anyone wants to bring like a project they're working on for 5 minutes that they could, strategize, maybe get ideas on paper. So I sort of like that. How about you? Do you like that idea of a Friday weekly review?
I do, and that kind of
caps the week.
Project, because how many times do we let the timer run out? Like, I'm learning not to do that anymore.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, it's the end of the week. I didn't get anything done. Okay, you know what? Take this 5 minutes.
Yes.
I want you to get to Friday saying, you know what? I did this.
Yes.
And focus on that, what you did accomplish. So
yeah.
I just think everybody could use that.
I love that. Well, I think it caps out the week really nicely, right? Monday's productivity in the top 3. Tuesday was our branding, sort of self-awareness. Wednesday is networking. Thursday is team. And then Friday is don't let the time run out. I really like that one.
Yeah.
Get it done. Get it done. So that's all good. And for those that are actually watching, like, what do you want to get done? Let us know on YouTube or other channels. And just note, on Instagram, I was impersonated yesterday. So if you had a weird email come to you, it really wasn't me. Someone is not ghosting Jen, but someone is cloning Jen. So yeah, isn't that exciting? So exciting. I guess I've made it now, right? I've made it into the big leagues. So all good. All good. And yeah, I think that's going to be about it. We'll have 4 more minutes and then off on our merry ways. So for next week, Tiff, should I just send you like an email maybe of topics?
Yeah, it's up to you. Like, do you want to follow the 5 days?
Yeah, I think we could. I'm going to pull out my calendar. We've got 2 more minutes here. So let me just see. Next week, we're moving to
stuff, and I can join you on all that good stuff. So
yeah, well, no, it's good. I like you being on Clubhouse because then you're able to really focus. So next week, is connection, and so we're going to start with goals, core skills, we'll probably come back to relationships, but I do want to do strengths and navigating VUCA. So I'm gonna just sleep on this one today and figure out which days. Yeah, I think we'll go goals, skills, relationships, which will be Wednesday again, context and navigating Gavuka, which is 1, and then Friday will be strengths as planned. So that's really good. Woo-hoo. Okay. This is so easy.
Okay, cool. So week 2 is
Connection, yes. And we're going to basically do the whole week as is goals, skills, relationship building, just 1 day of relationship building, context and navigating VUCA, and then strengths. Perfect. All right. So I've just closed the rooms, 51 seconds, and we will have people off for their day. Honey, thanks for making dinner with us. Hope that you're having something good with your family.
I know, right? It's such a pleasure.
It is such a pleasure. I'm going to just move my phone to be charged for a minute because I'm running out of steam here. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope that you enjoyed your time with colleagues. Thank you for adding value to someone else's day. We're just about to wrap up, but I want to foreshadow tomorrow because tomorrow, if memory has me correct, and I better go to my calendar. Remember, you can always go to your calendar. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about team effectiveness, which I think is a really key theme for all of us. Thursdays are going to be our team day. So today was about relationships, but tomorrow, every Thursday is going to be a theme day around teams. And even if you are an independent entrepreneur, a solopreneur, or whatever we want to call it, we still are surrounded by teams and people. And I hope that that's been one of the themes that you've gotten out of today. So tomorrow, stay tuned, is one of my favorite topics. We're going to talk all about team effectiveness, and really to sort of set us up, just want to really reinforce one of the main themes that you've seen throughout Reconnecting Workspaces, and also it carries forward in the second book of the RW series, with results plus relationships equals high performance. Results plus relationships equals high performance. So today we've been looking a lot at relationships. We started the week by getting you to think about your goals, your top 3 for the week. So in this midpoint of the week, I want you to be thinking about how are you doing with that top 3 list. If you haven't looked at it in a couple of days, pick it up again. We're only midweek and just stepping into this day. So with that, thanks everyone. Hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday, and hope that you'll come back and join us for Thursday Teams. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.
Great.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.